Welcome back to the Body Coach TV. This video is designed specifically to cool you down after a HIIT session. Whether that's on a bike, a treadmill, bodyweight exercises, you're going to be tightening up those muscles, the joints are going to become immobile. It's really important that we open up your joints, get you flexible. So we're going to go from dynamic stretches to cool you down into static stretches to really stretch out the muscles so you recover quicker, reduce the risk of injuries, and you can train harder the next time you go and do one of my videos or whether you're in the gym. So the first thing I'm going to do is I like to call them the JTs, right? It's a dynamic hamstring stretch. So what we're going to do, and I recommend doing this really after every HIIT session if you can. You know, in the old days, I never used to do this as much as I should. Now I'm really taking it seriously. It's opened up my body. I'm able to train harder. So this isn't like something that you should do once a week. It really is something you should try and do every single time you train. So just getting that nice straight leg. Okay, and you're just going to literally kick forwards, and you're basically going to feel a stretch in your hamstring. Sit down into it a little bit, lean into it, and you're going to feel your hamstring stretch. Okay, so nice straight leg. Call them JTs because it's a bit of a John Terry move, isn't it? When he's warming up on the sidelines before a game. Right, so do a few more of these. 3, 2, 1. Good. Next one then is called a dynamic glute one. So it's basically, you're just going to touch your ankle. You're going to feel it sort of, as you kick across, you'll feel it stretching the glute. Okay, so it's a little dynamic one. Again, do this for sort of 30 seconds. Just sit down into it. I've got really tight glutes, so I can really feel this. Kick, touching the heel. Brilliant. So, another few seconds. What's up next? We've got the ankle touch, right? 3, 2, 1. Next one we're going to do, nice wide stance. We're just going to twist, slight soft knees, just twist in, side to side. Twist in, and feel a little bit in the lower back, but also in the inside of your groins as you twist. You feel it stretching. Brilliant. So, keep going, guys. 10 more seconds. We're trying to do about 30 seconds on each one. And if you do this every time you finish a workout, you're going to really feel good for it. Awesome. So, next one then we've got is the hip flexor hamstring dynamic. This is a great one, this one. So basically, you're going to kind of put the knee down, you stretch forward, so you're pushing the knee, stretch into the hip flexor, then come back and stretch the hamstring, so stretching that. So stretch this hip flexor, come back, stretch the hamstring on the left leg. So it's a dynamic one, this is brilliant, this is. So you open up that hip joint, these get very tight, and it pulls you and gives you posterior, like anterior pelvic tilt. So you want to keep these really, really loose here. You want to don't get them too tight. So stretch. Good. So stretch that one, and then relax and stretch this hamstring as you come down. Good. Another leg. So stretch that hip flexor on the left, and then the hamstring. Might find yourself a few I'm clicking a little bit. Good. So stretch the hamstring and the hip flexor. Good, last few reps on this one, and each time you can sort of push a little bit further just to feel that stretch. Awesome. So the next one I'm going to do, or you'll like this next one, is circular motion with the hips. So just sort of slight little bend in the knees and just twisting round really forward. You feel a bit silly, but it's a good one, and it makes you a better dancer. So round that way, and then round this way. Nice big circles, hands on your hips. Good, and again, round, round. Brilliant. Right, next one I'm going to do is a chest opener. So I've got quite a tight chest. I did a lot of press ups when I was growing up, so my chest's quite tight, and you want to open this up so that you don't have that rolled, shoulders. Like you want to really open this up. So just a case of, imagine you're holding the band, you're stretching the band open. Okay, and you can change. Actually, just go parallel to the ground. Really think about squeezing those arms back and just stretching all this. So squeeze and then change the angles a little bit. So go low, feeling the shoulders as well, and then up high. Again, this is a really simple move, but as you get more flexible in the joints, you'll just feel yourself getting a little bit further back each time. Really good simple move, these ones, and you should try and do these every time, especially when you've done press ups. Right, so we're then going to go for a lat stretch. Okay, so basically nice straight arms. These are your lateral muscles, latissimus dorsi muscles. You're going to stretch up like this, nice and tall, and then just stretch, hold the stretch a little bit. Okay, so breathe in, and then exhale to the side, stretch. Good. Breathe in, and then really feel a stretch down the side. So you're sort of pulling yourself up with that, and then your hips come down, and you stretch right down the side. And again, so nice straight arms, stretch. Exhale. Brilliant. Couple more on each side. Stretch. Good. Now we're going to go onto the ground and do some floor stretch. Okay, so these are the static ones where you're going to be holding the stretch a little bit longer, not moving as much. So first thing I want to do is the upward dog. Okay, so breathing's important on this. So this is a great little stretch for the abs and your lower back. So you're going to stretch like this. You just look to the left, look at your back heel, heel of your foot. If you find that too hard on the back, you can also just go a little bit smaller, like that. But yeah, it's a nice stretch. You're going to feel it right through the body. Look to the left. Good, now we're going to go from an upward dog into a downward dog. And basically what you're going to do in this position, so your knees on the ground, just push up, and then push down into the ground. And just walk those feet a little bit. You might not find that your heels can touch the ground. That's fine, just walk them out. Just push your hand into the ground to stretch your upper body and your lats. And open up your shoulders, and then just walk, walk. Hamstrings, and you're going to feel it in the back of the leg and the calves. Good, and then you can obviously switch between the upward dog, like that, and then straight into the downward dog. It's a really good stretch. This you're going to feel it right through your upper back, the shoulders and lats. If you push down like this, and then the back of the legs, if you walk them out, trying to get that heel to touch the ground. Brilliant. So, downward dog. We're then going into, what have we got now? We've got the glute one. This is a really tough one. I've got really tight glutes. So, basically, put your leg across you like that. And obviously, the idea what you have this leg at 90 degrees and you're going to be sitting flat, but I obviously can't sit flat, so I'm just going to relax and just sit down into it like this. Your foot will try and pull down this way, look, and then it's easy, right? But try and keep it up a little bit, because then that's when you really feel the stretch in the hamstring. So obviously, look, I'm not actually anywhere near the ground yet. I've got really tight glutes, probably the world's tightest glutes, but I'm trying to sit down into it. Just relax. And don't let that foot come too far, so just keep it up there. Oh, you can feel that right on the outside. Oh, it's a really, really tough stretch, but it's brilliant. You should definitely, if you sit down a lot and you do a lot of work at a desk, it's a good one for you. So then switch, left leg. Again, this one's even tighter. So yeah, one day I'll sit flat. My glute will be on the floor, but there's a big gap there, look, but that will get better. I've got better actually. And then just sort of sit into it. Try not to twist your body too much. Stretches all here on the glute. Oh. That is pain. Good, let's go again on that one. So, right leg. If you're nowhere near, and you are here, it's fine, just still sit down into it. And as you get more flexible, just bring this foot up here, yes, so it's more in line, and you'll feel it even more. But this is still stretching the glute. Good. So, and again, just sit down into it. Oh, relax and breathe. So breathe in, and then exhale. Sit down, stretch it. Let the muscle stretch. Oh, that's a real painful stretch. So, we're now going to go onto the side and do our quads. Okay, so another great stretch. Knees get really tight when you're cycling, running, squatting. So, on your side, stretch your quads. Feel that stretch there, and feel the stretch in the right leg, knees together. Feel that stretch. You want to hold these for sort of 30 seconds. Oh. And then you can kind of progress a little bit if you want to put it down. And you can kind of lean back a bit. You might feel, yeah, that definitely stretches more. Oh. But if you haven't got the flexor in the knees to do that, don't put your knees under pressure. Right, just get used to this. Just like that for now. Good. On the other side. So it needs to get that stretch in the left leg. Brilliant. Yeah, this is so important to do. Everyone always says they're going to do it, but they just train, walk out the gym and forget and think it's not important. But you can train all year round if you're flexible and you're mobile. The minute you start getting injuries, it puts you back for weeks and weeks. It's happened to me. So after the marathon, like, I really kind of trying to do more yoga, more of this foam rolling, which is great. I'll do another video. Dom, just flick onto that, on that little blue foam roller. So this thing here is a foam roller, which is amazing as well for muscle tension. I'm going to do a separate video on that, so look out for that. It'll be called a foam roller video. So I've done the quads. So yeah, the quads. We're doing the hamstrings now, okay? So again, the back of the legs, very tight. Most people have really tight hamstrings. You might be able to touch your toes. You might only get to there. But what you want to do is don't just cave your body over this and try and, it's more important to keep this straight. Okay, inhale, and then you'll feel that stretch. Even if you can't get to there, you just hold your calves, your quads, your shins, and then just pull a little bit. But don't cave your body over too much. You don't want to just focus on that. You want to get these stretching. So inhale, exhale. Good. Stretch and hold those hamstrings. You should feel that under there. Oh, that's tight. Very tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So, the last one we'll do then, nice and relaxed, this is super chilled, child's pose. Basically, just gonna put your hands on the ground, like this, and just sit down into your heels, sit on your bum, bow on your heels, just relax everything. Just relax. And that is a really, really good way of getting your body cooled down after a HIIT session, because HIIT training is intense. I'm making you work hard with my videos, so be sure to try and do that every time you do your workout, and I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more, hit subscribe to the channel, and I'll get weekly workouts, new tutorials like the foam roller, all sorts coming up. So yeah, thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoyed that. See you next time on the Body Coach TV.